Morning, how are you? Yeah. So basically her situation is she's just put her house on the market with us, as you know. She's only been on literally a week. We've just got a viewing coming on it today. So I suspect with her, she will probably want to wait until she's got a firm offer. We're just absolutely manic at the moment. I'm chasing my tail every day.
Do you have an update on that one?
Okay, so basically the first time buyers have signed the paperwork Saturday, but no mortgage vow yet. The client has paid the money, the draft contract's gone out and inquiries have been raised.
Correct. So inquiries have been raised and answered.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, and then searches have been paid for and have been applied for.
Brilliant.
I am awaiting on confirmation as to when those are going to be back, but other than that, everything is running pretty smoothly. I'll give you a call whenever there are any updates, so.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Ada.
No worries, I'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
We got an offer, asking price offer on flat 14 yesterday.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus, the caveat was they wanted to buy a parking space for 10.
Okay, and are you going to sell one of the parking spaces or not?
But no, so we've agreed 305 for flat 14 and one car parking space.
Okay, amazing. Good. So the other thing is here, they've got 2 bar stalls that side, but you could have 2.
I mean, for them, there's 3 of them, isn't there? You could just have one.
So this property was on with another agent prior to us, and these people are obviously really interested. They've offered full asking price. We're going to take their property on the market on Tuesday with a view that they want to buy this. So obviously it's called what we call chain building. So it's just obviously making the sale happen. So yeah, so hopefully Tuesday we get theirs on the market, get them sold, and then we'll have a deal. So you can see there. Right, just
oh yeah, it's that tiny
bit,
little
bit, it just sort of dips out, doesn't it? There.
Yeah.
Summer house, lovely.
Yeah.
I can just obviously it's.
I always wanted a summer house.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
I think they obviously use it as well. They've got TV and everything in there. A lot of the time, once you move into a place, you get the feel for it, and then you sort of work with it, don't you?
yeah.
See how you get on.
Yeah.
We've just got to get you sold now.
Get
it all together.
Yeah, you can just move.
Hey?
Yep. Okay.
Right, full steam ahead then. That's it. See you Tuesday.
It's Jess from Every Step of the Way. You're right. I just thought I'd give you a call because I know you were talking about getting you in for a viewing at the duplex apartment we've got in Romsey. So are you free next Tuesday evening? So Emzo, yep. So the professional photographer, she'll be coming round yours for 12 o'clock. And then because I've got an appointment at 11, I'll make my way on down to you after that, which shouldn't take too long. But yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. I will see you tomorrow then, okay? Right, speak soon. Thank you, bye.
Just very quickly, so I left because I was going to come back to the office between my appointments, but we've got caught up now on this appointment.
Yeah.
You're obviously going out to Old Street, which is just round the corner from me and Seamead, and we've both got our appointments for 1:30.
Okay.
But I've left my valuation stuff on the desk because I was going to whiz back and grab it. Would you bring it with you to Old Street and drop it into me at Seamead on your way through?
Yeah, of course.
We're literally just round the corner from each other. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. We're going to start leaving anyway in a minute.
So what else was there? So obviously you've done the valuation bit. The contract for Mayfield.
Started getting the contract ready for the garage.
Yeah.
In Romsey.
Perfect. All right. Thanks, Jess.
All right. Well, see you later then.
See you soon. Have fun. Bye. Hello, you all right? So I was out with them viewing a property last night and had quite a long discussion with them. So they've viewed a property through me on Knightwood Park.
Yeah.
Okay, which they're really keen on. It's on the market for 795.
Yeah.
Now I said to them, so I'm just going to brief you quickly on the situation. So my clients at that property had sold through a competitor last year, and we had 7 people in the chain, and just over Christmas, it was meant to exchange pre-Christmas with completion in January. When we came back in January, one of the buyers within the chain on point of exchange pulled out and the whole thing collapsed. Anyway, cut a long story short, they were really hacked off with their agent at the time and instructed me to sell it. So we've just literally just taken it on the market. It's only been on a couple of weeks, and I'm holding the property that they want to buy. The rest of the chain above is being held for 4 months whilst we secure a new buyer on Morgan Le Fay Drive, which is the property they want to buy.
Yeah.
Okay, so they said to me, is there any negotiation in the price? And I said there might be a little bit. I said, obviously, if you were in a position where you came to me and said I'm a cash buyer, I said then naturally I would be able to negotiate something, because it kickstarts that chain back into gear again. I need you to work your magic basically and see whether you can get me a situation with him able to purchase without selling. Obviously I'm taking his house on the market to sell it anyway, and you know, if it sells in time then he will tie in the two, but we need to get him in a position proceedable so we can kickstart that purchase. But obviously if I can get him in a position to buy without selling and then we sell his house independently, perfect. And obviously that's over to you really, so you know where you stand tonight with what we're trying to achieve.
Yeah, I mean, again, this will all come down to, he needs to understand that obviously if he effectively goes into selling without buying, he's tied in to his current mortgage. He'll have a massive penalty to come out of that mortgage. So if he doesn't, you know what I mean, if he doesn't tie him up, it's fine. But then obviously once he then does sell, he's then got a big penalty. You see what I mean? So again,
and the double whammy stamp duty as well.
Cool.
All right, lovely, thank you.
Right.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Hello. Thank you. Teach me for being unorganised, wasn't
I
it?
got halfway and I was like, did I pick up the right one?
Oh,
I
no,
did.
it's not that one.
I did.
No, that's lovely. Thank you, Jess.
That's all right.
So how's it going?
Yeah, it's right. I think it's just a bit. Should I just go around the whole house and just get everything? Then we can just
I would.
pick.
Don't need to worry about outside.
Yeah.
Because outside.
Outside ones are fine. It's not
Wow. No, it's not nice outside, but maybe just do it just in case. Do the whole house again, and then we've got extra clips if we need it, haven't we?
Yeah.
So.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Good.
Okay.
I like your earrings.
Thank you. My best friend.
Right, I'll see you in a little bit. Yeah. So now we are at one of my properties in Stubbington. I've just done a viewing here prior with a family actually that are really interested, who've got 2 properties to sell and looking to buy together. This property has had a lot of interest, so it's literally just by the beach. You'll see as you come around the property as well, there's the accommodation is beautiful. So again, it's a really popular house, this one. We've been inundated with viewings this week. We've already got a couple of offers on the table of people locally trying to sell their properties. The next person that I've got coming is a lady locally. Again, she's got a property to sell, and I'm going to go around and do a valuation with her afterwards. So we'll see how that viewing goes as well. Yes, hi. Hello, nice to meet you. Hello, I'm Celeste. Nice to meet you. Hi, Leon, nice to meet you. Right, come on in and have a look. Come on in. Right, so I'll just give you a quick rundown of what's going on. So they've been here think 25, 20 years, something like that, quite a long time. So the move has come pretty much unexpected.
Okay.
They found a property with some land and they're going to come together as a family, build a property for the son, etc., and all move in together. So that's how it's all come about.
Okay.
This is going to be offered as no chain because they are buying that independently.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so obviously that's a big plus point as well.
Similar situation to us then,
all right,
really. So,
brilliant.
We've got 2 separate houses at the moment.
Yeah.
Just round the corner.
Okay.
My dad passed away last year.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so we just we had always talked about the option of us all living together.
Yeah.
But Mum's always been really keen to kind of have her own space, so we're kind of looking at options we're looking at the sort of garage area really as a potential to convert something to make something.
Okay, it's funny you should say that because you're probably about the 3rd viewers that I've had here
really
doing
similar.
The same thing.
Oh, really?
Families coming together.
Yeah.
The accommodation as you go around, you'll see is quite sort of versatile. That you can play around with it. So, like you say, knocking into the garage.
Yeah.
When you've got 2 rooms here, which you could close off this part of the house potentially, or do something. But you know, you'd need to work it to what everyone's requirements are different, aren't they? So come on in and have a look anyway. What we'll do is we'll start off in here. This is the main sitting room.
Okay.
Yeah, see this part of the house, like you say, if you wanted to go into the garage, take that bit out, into the garage there, you could have pretty much a complete separate section here with your own sort of garden this side because you've got the other garden that side. And section it off. If you wanted to have your own privacy, you could do that easily enough. Okay, so this area is really what we would say is the hub of the house. So you've got lovely big kitchen in here, goes out onto this room, which is a nice day room. So yeah, it's a nice room, underfloor heating all in here too. And then obviously you've got all the views of the garden incorporated, which is lovely. Walk-in pantry, light comes on as you walk in there, so that's really handy.
It's a larder.
Separate utility. And then just through here, this is where you've got the study, the front of the property. You've got a nice big solid traditional sort of staircase as you come up to, and brings you up to a galleried landing, which is lovely.
Well, it's nice and light, isn't it?
It's really lovely and light. Yeah. It's just a really nice, practical, well-proportioned house.
Yes,
that explains.
And then just in this room is the 2nd bedroom. So this is the room that they built over the garage. So when they had the plans done for here, it was to put an ensuite in.
Right.
They haven't done it, but if you wanted an ensuite in here, you can have an ensuite in here. Do you want to have a look at anything else up here before we go?
These are storage.
Just storage cupboards, just linen cupboards.
Storage is so important.
Happy with what you've seen up here?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, thank you.
Do you want to have a look out in the garden?
Yeah.
Yes. Caravan there,
driveway
back
space.
driveway,
Useful for caravan space.
Mum's garden,
Yeah.
garage there.
Yeah.
So you could, if you wanted to incorporate the garage as some more accommodation for Mum,
Yeah.
that's
what we were originally thinking, but I didn't know about how the other 2 rooms. But with those other 2 rooms,
you
that
don't
makes
need to
it a
lose
lot
your
easier.
garage.
Yeah.
Keep your garage.
Because then we were thinking, where could we have garage space if we had a caravan there and we utilised that? But actually, you could do it.
But that's something. If you think, this is for me, that is what we'd want to do. That's something I can speak to the owner about because obviously he's in the trade. Have the architects, could even put a sort of a cost together for you of what are doing that, and it might be something depending on his work schedule that he might even be prepared to do for you.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah.
And it's got full garage of junk and so have I. So
Yes. Incorporate the 2 together.
It's not junk. It's all important things.
So what's your first impressions?
Yeah.
I really like it.
Very
I
favourable.
do like it.
It does tick a lot of boxes, it's
It
really
does.
great.
It does
It's not too much garden, which is kind of...
Yeah, and the garden, it's mainly perennials, so it's just May time. You need to really just do the bit of work on it, and then it's just a matter of a bit of pottering.
Yes.
It tends to sort of look after itself.
it looks like it's reasonably up
It's
together.
certainly got the potential that we're looking for.
Yeah, and we weren't intending necessarily to do anything right now.
Yeah, it's just when the right thing
but
comes up.
Something's come up that caught our eye, and we thought, hang on, we could do something with that.
Yeah.
And, it is a long term. We live in the area. I've grown up here.
Yeah.
So
food for thought then.
yeah, definitely.
Okay. So there's been quite a lot of interest in this property. I'm literally, it's like property of the week at the moment. I'm inundated with inquiries coming in. But it does seem to be, there's a lot of people in the same position as yourself, properties to sell. But if you are interested, then it's really going to be something you're going to need to act upon quite swiftly to try and get yourself in a position. I'm now going to go round and value their house. Before I go out on a valuation, I will always get comparable evidence together, have a look at what have a look at what they're looking to sell, and obviously come up with price and give them some idea on what's entailed with regards to putting their house on the market. So before I go around and see them, I'm just going to have a quick review over the information that I've gathered the other day, just to sort of refresh that in my mind, because naturally I'm very busy every day. I'm going to lots of different houses, seeing lots of different people. Before I go out to them, I just want to sort of familiarise myself with their property. So I gather quite a bit of evidence here and looking at what they've got. We print off these reports basically, which will give me an idea of when they last sold the property, when they last bought the property, what they paid for it, their title number, if there's any planning applications in on the property or within any of the neighbouring properties, and also if there's an EPC on the property, it will tell me when that EP expires. So for example, this property that I'm going out to in a minute, the EPC expires in 2019. So I know that if they want to go on the market, they're going to need an EPC. So I can obviously look at organising that when we look to take their house on the market. Sometimes there's valid ones because they might have put it on the market a few years ago, had an EPC done, and they last for 10 years. But in this case, this one ran out in 2019. And then I'm going to have a look at their neighbouring properties to see when they were last sold. So the neighbouring properties to this one, for example, the last one there sold in 2017 for 440,000. And they all do vary in price actually here. So the most recent one that sold actually sold in 2021 for 310. So what I'll do is, before I go round to the properties, I will just have a quick sort of scoot round the most recent ones that have sold and see in comparison what they're like in comparison to the one I'm just about to go to. So before I go in, I've got a sort of a general idea of what I feel is regarding the price. So we'll go and do that in a moment and have a look as well. And yes, that's that really. So as I said, I'm just going to familiarise myself now with the pricing, and then we'll get round to go and have a look. I'm actually just going round to their place to obviously have a look at that. I will explore with them as well, obviously financing independently, bearing in mind the position, because I don't know, I haven't sort of discussed that with them yet to see whether that's an option. But as I said, I think it's really just going to be a first come, first served basis.
Yeah, okay, fine. We've got the other one.
You've got tomorrow, you've got one tomorrow, and then you've got one next week, I think, from memory.
On Wednesday of next week, yeah.
Yeah. So the one next week said she's proceedable. She's in a flat out in Southsea and saying she's a cash buyer, so doesn't need to sell to buy. So I don't know what her circumstances are. Obviously, we just need to dig a bit deeper into that and make sure that is definitely the case. Yeah. But yeah, it's just.
I wonder if we might be able to get her around sooner. If you say that there's been a lot of interest, could she make it sooner?
Yeah, I think it's something where I've had more inquiries coming in today of people wanting to come and have a look. So like I said, you seem to be property of the week this week.
Weird.
It's just gone bonkers, the whole of the market, to be honest. It's just like I've been rushed off my feet. I've been working Saturday, Sunday through to 7-8 o'clock at night, you know, every single day, because I haven't got enough hours in the day to keep up with it all. So but it's good. So there's no crash in the market.
We were just saying, we sort of feel like, you know, the inflation came down a widdly bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of like, it feels a bit like it might have plateaued. I mean, who knows?
It just breeds confidence.
Part of it.
Yeah, it breeds confidence, doesn't it? And mortgage lending's, you know, not as terrible as everybody thinks it is. You know, interest rates at the moment, there's some mortgage lenders out there, you know, have got a 3 in front of it. So, okay, it's later parts of the 3s, but still, it's, you know, so hopefully not much longer, and I'll have a proceedable offer on the table for you.
Marvellous, thanks, Liz.
All right, no worries. I'll see you soon. I'll keep you posted. Oh, what day? how'd you get on then, Jess? Talk me through what's gone on.
Just been doing lots of admin. I've got a contract already sent over to a vendor.
And then I went and valued their 2 properties. They've got 2 really saleable properties actually. So I've got a sneaky suspicion we'll probably be asked to take those on the market tomorrow. And it'll be a matter of probably, again, working like the clappers to get that on the market and available as quickly as possible, because otherwise I think we might have a cash buyer or somebody in a proceedable position that's just going to come and swoop it from everybody's feet.
Yeah, exactly.
So
this is what we were talking about, weren't we? About how people just need to getting their sold before anything.
So I'm going to in a minute just do the follow-up valuation reports on the 2 valuations that I went to, and then I suspect we'll get a call tomorrow morning on those. Good, we've got lots happening, haven't we? Sales coming out of our ears potentially. Good result. Anyway, all right, so we'll catch up on everything tomorrow anyway. So good day, all in all, and everything went okay?
Yeah, that was all good. I've got, obviously, I need to do the video.
Content. I'll be in the office tomorrow anyway. So I hope you've enjoyed a day in the life of an estate agent with myself and Jess. We'll be looking forward to bringing you a little bit more insight into what we do behind the scenes and the fly on the wall sort of documentaries that we'll be producing over the next few months. If you've got anything that you'd like, any comments or anything, do drop us a line, and we're more than happy to answer any questions that you've got or within the property industry. Bye. Bye.